The supplement industry is worth over $200 billion globally. Walk into any health store and you will find hundreds of products, each promising to transform your body, your brain, or your energy levels. Most of them are a complete waste of money. The research is clear. The majority of supplements sold today have little to no evidence behind them at the doses actually provided. Proprietary blends, underdosed ingredients, and unsubstantiated marketing claims are everywhere. But buried under the noise, there are a small number of compounds that have been studied extensively, replicated across multiple clinical trials, and shown to produce real, measurable effects in healthy people. This video is about exactly those supplements. Not a shopping list. A science filter. By the end you will know which 6 supplements are worth taking, what the evidence actually says about each one, and how to evaluate any supplement claim on your own. Creatine is the most researched supplement in sports science. It has been studied for decades and consistently shown to improve strength, power output, and muscle gain when combined with resistance training. Here is how it works. Your muscles use a molecule called ATP for energy. When ATP is used, it loses a phosphate group and becomes ADP. Creatine donates a phosphate back to ADP, helping regenerate ATP faster. This means more energy available for repeated high-intensity effort. The result is a small but reliable improvement in training output. More reps, more weight, and better short-duration performance. The effective dose is 3 to 5 grams per day. No loading phase is necessary. It simply takes a few weeks to fully saturate muscle stores at that dose. Creatine monohydrate is the only form with strong evidence. Other forms cost more and offer no meaningful advantage. Protein powder is not magic. Your body does not care whether protein comes from chicken, eggs, or a whey shake. What matters is total daily protein intake. For muscle building and maintenance, the evidence supports a target of 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. Protein powder becomes useful when you cannot reliably hit that number through food alone. Whey protein has one of the highest leucine contents of any protein source. Leucine is the amino acid that most directly triggers muscle protein synthesis. This makes whey especially practical around training, but the bigger rule is simple. If you consistently eat enough protein from food, you do not need a supplement. If you do not, whey is the easiest and most cost-effective way to close the gap. Vitamin D is technically a hormone precursor, not a vitamin. Your skin synthesizes it from sunlight, but modern life leaves many people deficient. Low vitamin D is associated with reduced bone density, weakened immunity, lower mood, and poor overall health markers. Supplementing vitamin D3 restores levels in many deficient people and has demonstrated benefits for bone health and immune function when deficiency exists. The practical dose range is 1,000 to 4,000 international units per day for most adults, depending on baseline status and sun exposure. D3 is the form that matters. D2 is less effective. Pairing D3 with K2 can be useful in long-term supplementation, though D3 remains the core decision. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions in the human body. It supports energy production, nerve signaling, muscle contraction, blood sugar control, and sleep quality. Many people do not meet recommended intake levels. Low magnesium is associated with poor sleep, increased anxiety, muscle cramping, and reduced insulin sensitivity. Supplementing magnesium has the strongest evidence for improving sleep quality, reducing muscle cramps in some people, and supporting overall relaxation. The form matters. Magnesium glycinate is well absorbed and usually easy on the stomach. Magnesium oxide is cheaper but poorly absorbed. Citrate is more useful when constipation is also a problem. A practical dose is 200 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium per day. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, are essential fats your body cannot make on its own. They must come from diet or supplementation. The strongest evidence is for reducing triglycerides and supporting cardiovascular health. They also play an important role in brain structure and inflammatory balance. The effective dose is 1 to 3 grams of combined EPA plus DHA per day. That detail matters. The total fish oil amount on the front of the bottle does not tell you the real dose. Only the EPA and DHA content on the label counts. Fish oil and algae-based omega-3 both work. Choose based on preference, cost, and diet pattern. Caffeine is the most widely used performance compound in the world. It works by blocking adenosine receptors. Adenosine is the molecule that builds up through the day and makes you feel tired. By blocking it, caffeine delays fatigue and improves alertness. The performance benefits are real. 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight before exercise can improve endurance, strength output, reaction time, and focus. The downside is tolerance and sleep disruption if you use it badly. To preserve sensitivity, avoid it immediately after waking, avoid it late in the day, and do not let it replace sleep. Here is the filter for evaluating any supplement. Ask 3 questions. First, is there randomized controlled trial data in healthy humans at this dose? Second, has the result been replicated independently? Third, is the effect size meaningful in normal life, not just on paper? Every supplement on this list passes those tests. Most of the market fails them. Save your money, focus on training, sleep, and nutrition first, and use supplements only when they solve a real problem.